It's time to go.
And we're back with another bang.
I'm gonna do some testing before I play anything.
Hope y'all enjoy this one. Drop a like if you do. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And go watch the Godcast if you haven't yet. What are you waiting for, dude? Come on, I don't get any ad revenue here, so at least I do there. Go watch it. And go enjoy the show. Listen, I'm just going to say straight up that this is not a very easy video for me to make. And this is one that, you know, in my head, I thought I was going to be able to sit down and bang out. And this is actually my second attempt recording this, because the first time I realized I really needed to go sit down and think a little harder about this. Because for me, you know, sitting down and talking about the consequences of smoking weed, it's like, yeah, there's very clear consequences of it, especially for me. However, on the flip side of that, weed was also a major crutch in my sobriety. So I think I have a hard time kind of realizing
so
bad things and admitting it. So this video is a big part of sharing with you guys how smoking a disturbing amount of weed every day could potentially have some negative effects on me, which it does, and we're going to dive into that, which I think you've already touched on. The first one I want to talk about here is it's really hard to realize when weed is not good for you. You know, I think it's become very normalized to just smoke casually all the time, whenever, which is great. I mean, I think weed's awesome. It's you know, the safest substance that you can get high on that I'm aware of. It's a social party substance that isn't going to make you go crash your car drunk or get in some more trouble or develop a physical addiction. You know, there's all these upsides to it, but that's what makes it so hard to realize and acknowledge the downsides. You know, I mean, when I was younger especially, I thought to myself, like, dude, there's nothing bad about smoking weed. My whole youth I thought this. And then when I started doing harder drugs, I really cemented that stance of like, yeah, dude, look at all the negative impacts of these harder drugs, and weed never did this to me, so there's nothing bad about smoking weed at all. And then as I got sober, and weed is what kind of was the crutch that allowed me to get off coke, get off Xans, and get off these hard drugs I was
Damn.
on, it really double cemented it, added an extra layer of cement on top of like, hey, this is good for me actually. This helps me find my sobriety. This helps me, you know, stay calm, cool, and collected. But I think it's ignorant to act like there's no downside to smoking weed. I think everyone watching this video, I'm high right now, dude. Most of you guys probably are. We can all admit,
Ah,
like,
shit,
it's not
he got
all,
me.
you know, flowers and pretty roses and all good stuff. There's absolutely downsides, but my God, is it difficult to actually realize that in the moment. It's easy in retrospect, looking back like, wow, I got too high this day. But when you're really, you know, on your day-to-day and you have something important you need to do, and you get high out of your mind and you don't do it, I feel like it's not the same as other drugs. For example, like, if you take too much Xanax, you know, and you don't show up to work, it's like, you realize, wow, that was the Xanax. Like, wow, that was, oh man, Xanax, really, gotta stay away from the Xanax. If you smoke too much weed and you're like, fuck it, I'm stoned, I feel lazy today, I'm gonna call off work, I feel like the average stoner response to that is not like, wow, the weed was bad there. It was, wow, I'm an idiot for doing that. People really kind of brush off weed's impact on things. And I'm very guilty of that. I say that because I do it all the time, you know? And I've watched some of my friends do it too, you know? I mean, it's even harder to blame things on weed as it gets more...
I think I figured out how to do a bat farm.
You almost feel like, well, I must be wrong, you know? Look, I mean, it's legal now. You see all the news, everything. My mom's smoking weed. She's taking edibles now. Like, dude, I mean, it must be not legal. But no, I think, like... I think it's healthy to acknowledge, hey, weed's not perfect. The downsides to it. Now, the big downside, the one that really took me a long time to understand, was that weed made me very, very lazy and unproductive. I always thought I was like a productive stoner. I always thought, like, dude, I wake up, I immediately smoke a blunt, and I'm so productive. Look at me, dude. I wrote 2 emails today. Like, look at me, guys. I went to work. I'm so productive. But in reality,
So we need to check for bats.
gave me that mindset was the fact that doing very normal, like, menial tasks felt like putting a boulder up a mountain when you're fried out of your mind. I don't know what it is about weed that makes shit feel like that, but I mean, doing even a small chore, for example, like picking up my laundry and putting it in the dryer, it goes from like when I'm sober, I do that in like 5 minutes, to like all of a sudden this is a half-hour to hour ordeal because I'm gonna pick up
The
two
hell?
pieces of clothes and then I'm gonna pull out my phone and I'm gonna like send a message and then I'm gonna scroll Twitter and find a funny tweet and then oh that tweet reminded me of a video. I'm gonna go watch that video. Wait, I have to go back and put the rest of my clothes in the laundry now. Hold on, I put 2 more pieces of clothing in. My homie's calling me. He wants to smoke. I can't smoke, but I will get on FaceTime and take a rip with him because he has. Now it's been half an hour. I have 4 pieces of clothing in the laundry. Weed is
Huh?
a real like sneaky drug. You know, it's a real. It's almost like a ninja. It sneaks up on your brain and just assassinates your plans for the day, and you don't realize it. It's so good at what it does that you think you assassinated your plans. You don't even realize that it was actually the weed that made you not end up doing what you needed to do. And that's at least how it is for me. And for years, I remember, especially after I quit doing blow and I quit doing Xans, I would get so violently high every day. I mean, you guys probably remember it. I would upload like a video or 2 a month if needed. And you guys have to realize I was smoking such a chronic amount that felt like a lot of work for me. I remember I had convinced myself back in the day that like streaming once a week and like uploading twice a month was like hella work. I was like, wow, dude, it feels like I'm doing a lot. My house was always like a mess. I never did shit all day. Probably 85% of my day was just spent taking bong rips at my desk playing video games. But that other 15% felt so significant. Felt like such hard work that I felt productive and I settled for it. And years went by of me doing that before I realized that I was really not achieving as much as I should be. It took me, honestly, up until pretty recently to actually understand how weed works for me. It took years of, not doing these harder drugs and kind of slowly regaining mental clarity to finally be like, okay, I need to acknowledge, how I can use weed. Because it's changed as I've grown up, pardon me. It's changed from like, I just want to be high all day, every day, as high as possible, to now it's like, wait, I could really use it in a positive way, but you have to control it. You can't just blindly smoke all day. You have to kind of know, like, all right, if the morning time I have some shit to do, I'm going to take a bong rip instead of a dab. The mistake I used to make is I would wake up at like 8 a.m. and immediately take a giant dab off my red hot banger, okay? That's not good for productivity. So I've had to learn, hey, maybe a small bong rip in the morning, save dabs for the afternoon. Okay, the afternoon is when dabs begin, okay? It took me a long time to realize that. And I think I'm going to get a lot of comments on this video from people like, well, Goblin, that's just you, and you can't handle it. And I will say, obviously, I mean, to an extent, that's true. This video is solely based on my experiences and my consequences.
No, stay back.
I want you guys to remember that. But I also think there's a lot of you guys who might be thinking that or about to type that in the comments. I think you might maybe just not be at the stage that I had reached yet. Not everyone, some people can just smoke weed all day like a chimney and just go do their thing. But I personally, it took me a long time to realize I'm actually not one of those people.
How did I take no damage from that?
Years, but I'm actually not. And I remember, I think what drove me to that is there was a couple days, like maybe 2 years ago, like 1.5 years ago. I don't remember what the reason was, but I had spent a couple days where I just like couldn't smoke weed until like the end of the day. I literally, and it was one of those days where I was so busy I didn't realize that I hadn't smoked yet until the end of the day. And I'd done that a couple days in a row. And it was the first time I think I'd done that since I was like in high school. Since I was like a sophomore, only smoking on the weekend. And it was a very strange feeling. I was like, holy fuck, I got all this stuff done. It didn't feel like that much work. I wonder why. I must have been so busy today. Initially, I didn't realize it was the fact that I hadn't smoked very much weed. I had taken a giant dab of hash, Well, all day, it was the same thing. And it clicked in my head. I was like, wait, dude, I didn't smoke all day. I did all that shit, and it felt like nothing. And then I smoked at the end of the day, and it was stick, and I had all my shit done still. And in that moment, it was easy for me to slow down my consumption and change it, because weed's not physically addictive, So that is one of the upsides. But
Is he really still chasing me?
one of the downsides, because of how not addictive it is, you have to have these almost epiphany type moments to change your use of it, because your brain will get so comfortable with it. I got so comfortable with just smoking all day, every day. I never realized that maybe there was a few days out of the year where I shouldn't do that. Days where I really need to lock in. When I was younger,
What a
days where I was
fucking
younger,
idiot.
I would smoke more and get less done. But I thought I was getting more done because I had more of a schedule. I was never keeping track of, okay, what I had planned today, did I actually do? What did I just say I was going to do tomorrow? Or half-assed. Now, another big issue or consequence, I guess, of smoking that I faced was how quick how hard it is to actually handle issues without smoking for me. You know, getting off of coke, getting off of Xan, getting off of that
What?
stuff, I smoked like a chimney. Every time I was feeding, I'd take a rip. I would take a rip, and that worked for me. When I quit vaping last summer, same thing. Like you smoke like a chimney. I bought a bunch of carts, and I replaced those. You know, I replaced my vapes with carts, and every time I was vaping, I would pull a cart out, and I'd slam that thing. But it's created this link in my brain between sobriety and weed. It's created this link where deep down in my brain, I genuinely believe that if I quit smoking weed, I would relapse on harder drugs. I really do believe that. You know, it's something that it's not like I'm actively looking for hard shit every day and then I smoke weed and the voice in my head quiets down. I don't think there's a little demon in my head that's like coke, 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 coke. Every morning I wake up until I put vomit and then he shuts up for the day. It's not quite like that, but I do deep down genuinely hold the belief that if I were to quit smoking weed for an extended period of time, I think I would probably round back around to harder drugs. I'd probably start feeding for harder drugs. Oh, and I've never experimented with a long stint of sobriety from weed. I've never taken a tea break, and it's a strange thing for me because you know I just don't really feel that all the other drugs I've done in my life, even alcohol, for example, I don't think I'd ever have considered myself an alcoholic. I didn't enjoy it enough. But despite that, I still quit drinking for the most part back in the day. I drink a little more nowadays socially. I mean, you guys saw the Knobcast Edward 40 Hands episode. I mean, that was the most I've drank in years. I haven't been that drunk since like high school. But either way, you know, when I was younger, even I slowed down on the drinking, especially when I used to be drunk streams, because I realized it was bad, even though I wouldn't necessarily consider myself an alcoholic. But weed, I don't know how I would ever stop it. You know, not in the sense of like, oh, I'm addicted, I can't stop. But this mental connection in my brain is very strong. And I wouldn't call it a mental addiction because I can go time without smoking weed, no problem. I can consciously wake up and choose any day, like, hey, I'm not going to smoke today. And I don't really have a problem with that. I've gone plenty of days of traveling where I've had, you know, long layovers and flights, and I haven't smoked at all. And it wasn't like I was sitting there fiending, like, God, I need weed, I need weed, I need weed, you know? But that's also what makes me, you know, in my head rationalize, like, damn, well, I don't ever need to quit. Despite these negative impacts it has, you know, I'm fully aware that it makes me unproductive. I'm fully aware that I use it as a crutch.
Ooh, creeper.
You know, for my sobriety.
I'm kind of bored. I just want to goof off. I'd be goofing
feel
all
urge to
day.
quit it like I did
Where'd he
with
go?
other drugs. And that's not necessarily a bad thing.
Where is
But
he?
I say that more so because if, you know, let's
Oh.
say hypothetically, if they came along where I wanted to quit, if they came along where I said, like, man, I just don't want to smoke anymore. It's time for me to pull the plug on this. I don't know what would happen. I feel like the weed is almost like a dam. The weed is almost like a block in a big river. And the moment that dam breaks, a whole big
Is that a dog?
flow is gonna come. Because in a weird way, I almost feel like I cheated my sobriety by smoking all the time. It's weird, but let me explain myself here. You see, normally I feel like a lot of my friends who got sober, they like went into rehab and they got completely bone sober and they did like Narcotics Anonymous and all that shit. You know, these 12-step programs, they really locked in and they're completely sober. And me, I just smoked hella weed. I never really talked about the addiction.
Yeah, he's possessed.
I think I personally hold
Creeper?
every drug addict
Ow.
with the mental health side of it. You know, I don't think even if, you know, you became a drug addict just partying, eventually it impacts your mental health. And I think there's, you know, there's a lot of benefit in talking about that for drug addicts. And I think that's
Go
what
away.
I really did. But I never got to that because I just kind of smoked hella weed and got over it. So I never got to the stage of really unpacking my addiction. You know, I just kind of buried that shit and kept it scooped. Which, to be fair, it worked for me. So it's really difficult for me to say. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh man, I have to go do that at some point. I really have to get clean off weed and go to counseling. Like, no, that's not what I'm trying to say here. I'm just more so saying, I think for sure, like, without the weed, some ugly shit's going to pop up. You know? So, hey, I think I'm just going to keep smoking. Hey, I'm just going to keep it puffing. But it also kind of brings me back to my first point, because this is just more coke. It's hard to realize what's bad for it. Let's talk about another one of the downsides of it. This is one that has experienced multiple It just happened to me yesterday. I'm awake right now at 6 a.m. recording this video because I just did this yesterday. Listen, this shit will valuable time. And I don't know what your guys' priority list is, but me personally, time is the most important thing ever. There is nothing that upsets me more than when I accidentally fall asleep and wake up in the middle of the night and realize I just wasted a day. You know, I get so frustrated and upset by that. It's very valuable, okay? Time is finite, you can't get it back. And when I was younger, I liked those kind of experiences, you know, like Papa Hella's Ants. I enjoyed that. You know, as I got older, I started to really value my time. And I think it was part of like
Okay, fun's over, let's go grind.
having significant events happen, like friends dying. It really made me think like, damn, dude, life's not that long. Like, I don't have that much time, you know? How fast is this? I mean, dude, a lot of the stories I tell you guys are from a decade ago or close to it. They don't feel it. It feels like it was a year or two ago, you know? And those moments really make me kind of sit there and think like, wow, time is short. And I think as I get older, I value my day more and more and more, and I realize how much I hate when I fuck my day up. And weed does it to me all the time.
Come here, little boy.
I got back to lunch. I took a fat nap, okay? Big old fucking
Hey, boys. What's poppin', G? What's poppin', Jimbo?
Because I took that dab, I just passed the hell out. I laid out on my couch, I'm too comfy, I fall asleep. I fell asleep for literally probably 8 hours. I woke up around like 10 p.m.
What a fucking idiot.
My whole day was gone. I was supposed to hang out with somebody.
Hey, boom, 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 boom. Are these guys like acoustic or something? Oh god, he saw me. Can he hit me from this range? Yeah, apparently they can. Dude, that's so stupid. How? Yo, what up, dog? What a fucking loser, dude. Okay, I think I've got their all. I think I've got all their attention. Do I have everybody's attention now? Why did he just despawn? What the fuck? Nope, you are not part of the promise. Good boy. Ooh. Friendly fire, am I right? Oh, stop it. Oh, come on, give me the scroll. You know you want to. Give me the damn scroll. Just don't get too close to me, bud. I don't want no trouble. At least not yet. Oh. Well, I tried. Oi. You wanker. Get your ass over here, mate. What a bunch of fucking losers, dude. Ooh. I don't want that. I do want that, though. Oh yeah, I have the looting scroll. I thought I got the infinity scroll just now. I was like, what the fuck? I got the dude, I got the infinity stones. Oh my god. I feel like they're gonna be mad at me if I go over there, and I don't know if I'm prepared for that or not. Hang on. Just dig out a nice little trench, just in case shit goes south. They shouldn't be mad though, right? How did I kill him in 2 hits? What? Okay, yeah, they're not mad at me. Good. Oh my god, stop. Oops. Yeah, well, too fucking bad. I'd rather go for wither skeletons. They're way more entertaining. That's what I fucking thought. A bag of blow. Dude. Here, I don't want that. It's not sealed. I don't want it. It's useless to me. Oh my god, stay away. Dude, they are faster than your sprint speed. You do not want to fuck with that.
somewhat the quality or the purity of that. You know, weed doesn't matter.
Oh, we're making good progress with levels.
And nowadays, the bad weed looks pretty.
Good, that'll at least piss them all off. I'm cool with that. That's right, come on, little boy. What, you fucking blokes think I'm stupid enough to, like, fucking straight edge you? Yeah, right. Dude, the amount of pigmen down there is vile. You would not want to 1v1 that. No. You'd be 1v30ing pigmen. I wouldn't recommend that unless you eat a god apple. You probably could actually do it with a god apple now that I think about it. Although you'd still need to ender pearl out in case you fucking died. Where's my jungle diff? Ooh, look at that. Hey, boo boo boo! How did he get past my radar?
I don't like that. I don't want that. And, you know, with drugs, it's like, you know, for example, let's take Xanax. If you take a fistful of Xanax, you need like 5 to 1, you need 10. You're just gonna pass out. So there's a cap on how much you can consume. For me, the more, especially when I was younger, especially,
What the hell?
But when I was younger, I shit you not.
Am I going insane? Oh, no, I'm not. I'm just stupid. My bad.
Easily fit another blunt or a dab into my schedule, no problem. I would just spend so much fucking money on it, and I never budgeted it. I never cared how much I was spending on it, because I viewed it as a good thing. I always recognized it in my head, it's like, well, better buy clothes, better buy this, so fuck it. And I didn't trust myself with the money. I always thought, I have this money, and I don't spend it on me right now, I'm going to buy it well. Get it away. I do crazy shit. Like, hide my money for myself when I was younger, right? But as I got older and I started finding success and really making some solid money, I just bought more expensive weed. You guys, listen, let me let you all in on something, okay? The quality and the price of weed is really hard to find the ceiling. Because there's always some grower out there who's running 4 plants of just absolute fucking rats, and he wants $1,500 for.
Aw, what's the matter? You mad? What was that maneuver? Why did he just maneuver to the side like a fucking cuck? You know what? I'm not dealing with you. I will not be dealing with you.
Like a fine wine, like a vacation. Like you don't smoke this every sesh, okay? But like once in a lifetime, you need to take that trip. You gotta smoke it. And for me, as I kept spending more on weed and kept kind of climbing the ladder, I just kept buying more and more of these fancy fucking zips. I kept climbing up to these like boutique growers who, you know, they'll show me their grow, and it's like, wow, bro, you're really running like 6 fucking.
Crap, dude, they're up top. There's no way.
And all these zips are better than.
I need to lure them down here one at a time.
Keep climbing the ladder and spending more and more. Coke, for example, you can keep that, okay?
You little turd.
Bucks, give or take 20.
Oh my god, stay away.
That's where it is.
I've had enough. I want to go home.
Back jungle of Colombia that I'm paying $5.
I'll fight you guys, though. You guys aren't that big of a deal.
No, I'm not going to grab it, okay?
How the hell did he even... Like, dude.
There certainly is that.
I will gladly fight these guys. Do they aggro from a longer range? Skeleton, come on. How the fuck did he hit that shot? Ooh, denied. Is he really not gonna come out? Get over here.
I consider myself pretty well connected, and I have a hard time finding the shit. Okay? It just keeps fucking going.
Damn it, no fucking scroll, dude. I want that goddamn scroll. I'm not leaving until I get it. Or until I get to level 28, or 30. I killed him with the Maytalk. The best. Why did he fly up there? Like, really, dog? Like, come the fuck on. Shield me. Good boy. Good boy.
than ever before. I used to really hoard my drugs. No, dude.
Thank God it isn't Mia. If this was Mia, I'd be dead by now. There's no fucking way I would survive this. No Angie? No Angie? Okay, good, no Angie. They're about to be very Angie, though, because I'm not to level 30 yet. And I need to be at level 30.
There's my consequences of smoking weed. Now, I want to reiterate, these are my personal consequences. Maybe you
Oh, come on, give me a skull. You know you want to. Hey, skeleton, come here.
let me know your
Come here, you
thoughts
fucking
in the comments
bitch.
below either way. Drop a like if you enjoyed. Thank you all for watching. I'll catch you all the next
Where is he going? What are you trying to do? Are you stupid? I'll take the skull, though. I can decorate with it. Oh my god, I thought it was a wither skeleton. Thank you. Much appreciated.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen?
Does a skeleton have to kill another skeleton in the nether or something?
And today, we're coming in with
Okay,
our
apparently not.
video. This is a true
I just want a
classic
skull.
hoot and a holler. I hope you guys enjoyed this one.
I don't even care what I get.
Make sure to subscribe.
Finally, level 30. Let's
Also,
go.
Make sure to head over to my Twitch at GBLN420 and tune into the live streams, man. Listen,
I'm gonna still keep killing because I'm bored and I need something to do.
almost every day. So make sure to head over to Twitch, pull up, don't miss the streams, and also we are having 20% off at Goblin420.com right now using code Goblin at checkout. Any order of any size gets 20% off. Just head over there, throw some items in your cart, and place your order with code Goblin. Even if it's a $1, you'll get 20% off. Head over to Goblin420.com.
That's what I thought.
and if you place your order,
They're so
up
pissed. They can't get
you're
up here,
gonna
though. It's
get a personalized
hilarious.
voice message from me, a personalized thank you, if you will, in your email. So make sure to keep an eye on the email that you make your purchase.
Okay, I see how it
Without
is.
further ado,
I really need to put trapdoors there so they can't bust through it.
Back in my junior year of high school. Way back.
Yay, now it's complete. I win. I win.
Feels so recent, but that was almost 7
Here, I'm
years
leaving.
ago
See you
now.
fuckers later.
But back in these days,
How's my netherrack doing? Or ward or whatever? Here, I'm gonna put this gold in the gold. In the gold grinder. What the fuck? Why is he here? Why? Why was he here, dude? What the fuck?
So big shout out to whoever that is. I'm gonna throw the screenshot on screen because I don't really remember.
Please
the
tell me
name
they
off the
can't get
top,
to me.
But you guys owe them a thanks too for making this video a reality.
No,
That's
surely
before I made a
not.
video
Yeah, they
about
can't
it,
get me
but
from
I
there. We're
realized
good.
the only time that I told this
Okay, I'm going back. We need to make our axe. I'm gonna make a new axe, though. I want it to be maximum Dura.
Made a standalone video. And this is an incident that is 100% worthy of its own video. So this took place, like I mentioned earlier, back in my junior year of high school, and I had at this point in my life been dabbling in some very new drugs. In particular, I had recently gotten into acid.
Oh, God.
Were very new to me. This was maybe a couple months into my second semester. of
What
my
the
junior
fuck?
year
What
of
is the
high
title of
school,
this video?
And I had made a lot of new friends through my drug use. One of those friends was my good friend Ashton. Ended up becoming one of my closest friends, someone I considered my best friend at the time, the homie. Him and I became pretty close, but this was very early on in our friendship. This was, in fact, I think it was one of the first times that we actually hung out together, like maybe first like 5 or 10 times. So we definitely weren't that tight at this point. But on this particular
I'm not
day,
going
we
anywhere
started
tonight,
out
though.
really
I'm just gonna grind for
between us, where
potential
we
Infinity
already
Scrolls.
discussing it
The
small
Infinity
as a
Scrolls.
thing, and we already knew ahead of
Sounds so
time that we
stupid,
would
dude.
definitely
It
get
sounds so
talking
wrong.
later in the day, you know? So the plans were set.
I'll put back a stack of my netherite, or rack, or whatever. I think I know how to get to my portal, too, like that I was in before in the mountains. I just need to dig under my tunnel and go west, because that direction is west, with like the area that the portal like ends to.
Kyle said that he was down to link up as well. So after getting to Ashton's house, we looped back and picked up Kyle as well. Now, we had already intended on tripping this night. However, we never really had any concrete plans, you know? We weren't
I need to make a new
super
sword, too,
spending money
fuck.
on anything that wasn't drugs, so that eliminated most outings, and we didn't really feel like going and sitting in a park or going through a forest reserve, because
I'd like to get another smite sword, but what I'm gonna probably do, here's what we're gonna do.
sometimes it's
I am going to wait until I need, or until I have the levels to do so.
we would rather just kick it and like chat, you know? Just
Yes, yes.
just trip in and just swap
Okay, we're back, baby. Let's go.
So we had linked up and we had picked everybody up.
We're gonna go mine the rest of that, so maybe I can get a ghast spawn or something. It's not a guarantee, but it's still possible.
However, I use designated as a very loose term because, you know,
Part of me thinks maybe I should go get some more health potions too, just in case shit goes
I
south.
probably drove when I shouldn't have. quite often.
I'll be hurt after this. Yep, can't sprint no more. This is why the armor I have is so busted. It's so goated.
This place was nicknamed the Box. Now, I don't think this is really a spot anymore. You know, when I drive past this area, I never see anyone there. You know, I haven't seen anyone there for years. But back in the day, this was the spot. The Box was essentially this little parking lot sandwiched in between a couple, like, apartment/townhouse buildings. But it was also blocked off by a fence. You know, there was a fence between the road and this parking lot. So it was a very secluded area where you could commit many questionable acts. I can't even count how many fights and drug deals I've witnessed at this particular parking lot. And for some reason, there was always a forklift there. No, actually, it wasn't a forklift. It was like a scooper thing, but it kind of looked like a forklift. I'm not in construction.
We have to go back to the mountain biome anyways to get my fucking potions, because I kind of left them there by accident. Ooh, whoopsie daisy.
Let me know what that machine is in the comments. But either way, we parked up at the Box, and Kyle and I...
Here's what we're gonna do.
And Ashton was not able to smoke. He was on probation for pretty much the entire time I knew him. Funny enough, for stealing a car when he was a freshman. So this guy was not supposed to be driving anybody's vehicle anytime soon. We're chilling out and we spark up, you know, me and Kyle, we smoke, and Ashton is ripping his synthetics. This man would bust out the craziest research chemicals that I've never heard of. You know, I'm pretty sure I smoked synthetic heroin with this guy one time, and I just didn't know it. It's kind of fucked that he didn't tell me.
Wait, what?
He didn't know it either. I don't know, dude. But either way, this guy was always busting out the most insane, random, dark...
Okay, we got a stack. Cool. Thank you, Lilypad.
Right? Because he wasn't able to smoke due to his drug testing. He was always able to get away with doing any other drug under the sun. I mean, this guy would coke, this guy would drop the sights, you know, whatever it was. Pills, he was down. But the weed stayed in his system a little too long. So while Kyle and I are smoking this blunt, Ashton's back here sparking up some fucking random mystery powder off the tinfoil. This guy really would tote around like tinfoil in a straw with him and just get to it, dude. You know, it was really insane. Thinking about that, looking back at it, dude, we were like 16-year-old kids, 17-year-old kids.
Jesus, dude.
Powders off the tinfoil. Like, damn, dude, we were some D-gen. And I'm not saying he was the only one who smoked it. No, I hit a lot of these synthetics with him. Just not yet. Not at this point in the evening. I did later, though, but we'll get to that. So as we're parked up and we're all smoking up, we decide that it's time to drop our tab. We didn't have any plans yet, but that was never something that stopped us. We would figure out the plan. The acid would guide us, you know? So
the acid would guide them.
Down the hatch. Now, this wasn't a crazy dosage or anything. If I remember correctly, I think I only dropped one tab to get going, you know? Which,
no, that's not that much. Like hell, I know any shit about that kind of fucking shit.
That was more than enough for me. But also, I was tripping really frequently early on in my acid use. There was something weird that just flicked in my brain where the moment I tried acid, I loved it. You know, I was like,
wait, what?
Man, I love how this makes me feel. I love how much energy I have the next day. Like, I love it, you know? So I was in this phase in my life, pretty much the whole second semester of high school, where I was just eating any psychedelic. Not shrooms. I wasn't crazy on shrooms, but like acid, Molly, feed it to me, dude. Give it to me through an IV. Liquid LSD, pump it through me. I'm down, you know? I was really with it. But at this point, I was still early on enough where one tab was more than enough. So I pop my tab, Kyle pops his, and Ashton pops his. We're all chilling
Instant
out,
health too, baby.
We're just hanging out at the Box.
Busted.
Kind of shooting the shit, you know? The Box was a place where you could just sit there and get out of your car and hang out, and you'd probably spot somebody eventually, you know? Not every time, but chances are you'd spot somebody you knew. So we're chilling out, and we get these tabs down the hatch, and I'd say maybe an hour went by where we were just chatting it up in the car, shooting the shit,
okay, good.
Having some fun. And I started feeling this tab. I was feeling good.
Because he's feeling his cart.
Whenever we would trip together and we didn't have anywhere to go,
I'm playing Mario Kart today, I say.
Was usually the designated driver. This was early on in our friendship, and this was one of the first times I let him drive my car, but it became a thing even after this incident, which I don't know why. I guess he was just willing to drive and we weren't, so fuck it. The problem with that was that Ashton was off more drugs than anyone else there. However, because he appeared the most sober, because this man's tolerance was insane, we were just okay with it. We were like, fuck it, dude.
41, not bad.
This man was probably
Good work, boys.
Different drugs, just whipping the Honda, just fuck it, you know? But hey, I appreciate that he offered to contribute by driving, and back then, we were very open to it. Nowadays, I don't think I would let him drive my car off those drugs, but hey, more than welcome back then. So, we decided that he was going to
we can
be
go
the
back.
driver for the evening. You know, he volunteered.
If I can get the Infinity Scroll, I won't have to do this ever again.
Yeah, you know, I like driving for you because I don't get to drive very much. I mean, he doesn't have a car, he doesn't have a
I hate
license.
using this, but like I don't have a choice. I don't want to walk.
But he was amped up about being able to drive. So we switched seats, you know, he hopped in drivers, and now we're just sitting there. I'm like, why the fuck did we even switch, dude? We're not going anywhere, you know? So we decided it's time to go somewhere. You know, we're starting to come up, we're starting to feel the tap. I'm pretty sure Ashton was already tripping before he linked up with us. He was like always tripping. You couldn't really tell unless you asked him, you know? That's just how he was. But either way, he was probably already tripping before, but it was starting to hit me and Kyle. So we wanted to go do some shit. I was feeling real nice, you know, I was feeling wonderful. I remember the vibes were flowing, and, you know, it was getting a little late out at this point. It was dark out now. However, it was beautiful outside still. Even the street lights just had this glow to them, where as I was looking out the car window, I was just like, you know, the way they were reflecting off the beautiful construction machinery next to me. I was just in awe, you know? So we decided that we should go grab some pizza, you know? None of us had ate any dinner. We were kind of hungry. We had some munchies. We were like, fuck it. Let's go grab some pizza. Now, I know a lot of people say that they can't pass it. I personally have not really had a problem with that unless I'm having a super fucking intense trip. If I'm just
Oh my god, what in the hell?
maybe I've parachuted to tabs.
No.
I'm usually
Nice
fine.
try, losers.
I don't really have an issue with it. Sometimes I'll just get it too long, you know? Which a lot of people say that doesn't happen. I don't know. So we head over to this pizza joint nearby. This place called Jets Pizza. Now, Jets is just less than but it's like a Detroit-style pizza place. The only good thing they make is the 8-corner pizza. The thin crust can go fuck itself. Everything else they make sucks. But the 8-corner, the 8-corner is elite, brother. The 8-corner is that god. It's the head and shoulders above the local competition, you know? Outside of like deep dish places. But this is not really deep dish, I feel. I think 8-corner is different than
I'm not
deep dish.
stupid, I know you're there.
You know, you want to focus on the bread and the cheese. I don't know. Either way, we're getting into pizza politics here. So we cruise over to Jet's Pizza, and we get in there, and we walk inside.
I'm not a fucking idiot, you know.
Now, I remember as I walked inside, the acid really hit me when I got in there. I don't know if it's because this place is brighter than a fucking surgeon's room.
Okay, cool, they can't get up now. Excellent.
This, like, it is lit up in Jet's, brother. They will
Fucking damn it, the skeleton despawned.
from miles away. The light just emanating from inside. You know, I mean, to be fair, this Jet's location has fallen off, so most of those lights are probably out now or like very dim. But back in the day, they still kept up with it. So we placed our order, and I'm chilling in there, and I remember just staring at the tiles. They had this very weird setup in there where the floors were tile, but like half of the walls were too. And I was just amazed because the tiles, it looked like the cracks in between them, the little filling. It almost looked like they had these little moving specks in them, like there was glitter inside of the tile. And I remember the whole time I was just staring at all of the tiles.
Yo, boo boo. Oh my god, make them shut up, please.
You know, it was like, honestly, kind of concerningly quickly for an 8-corner, like, pretty thick crust pizza. I mean, we were in and out of that bitch in, like, what, 10 minutes, maybe 15? I don't know, not very long, but either way, we grab our food and we head back out. And on our way out, we noticed...
No, they're gonna be mad.
There's this really, really nice Mercedes. I remember this S-Class, S-Class.
I stun locked him, it's good.
Like, this thing was glistening, dude. There was no dirt on it. We were checking out, like, damn, that is sick, you know? Listen, it was just...
They're so easy, dude. They're fucking pathetic.
Like, this guy
Come on, boy.
and had to stop and get some
He's not mad at me. Well, he's about to be real mad at me.
This was not my car, right? I had fucked my own shit up. So I was borrowing my mom's car at this point. A little Honda Civic. So we found that we started turns the car on, backs out, and nails this S class. And I'm not talking like a white moment. Like, I'm talking back in a way where I was like, bro, no, actually, okay, it's not that bad, but it was like a real fucking shock, dude. As we all kind of launched forward in our seats a little bit, dude. It was definitely not a soft impact. Surprisingly, my car took it pretty well.
Okay, thank God they finally shut up.
Just kind of freeze, dude. I mean, he looks over at me and he's like, "Oh fuck."
So quiet now.
And I'm also like, "Oh,
So beautiful.
but at the same time, I'm tripping. So I'm
Level
kinda having
13,
fun.
not bad. I need a new smite sword though. This sword's almost dead.
So I'm like, I tell him, "Fuck it, dude. Just go. Just fucking go." And he's sitting there, he's like, "Are you sure, bro?" Like,
You gotta be faster than that, bud. Nice try though.
yeah, dude, just fucking go, bro. Like, get out of here. What are we gonna do? I don't have money for this. Like, get the fuck out of here. My
Did
mom
that just hit him? Like,
let's go,
what?
you know? So we skedaddle,
Why is it
bro.
hitting so
Ashton
hard?
floors it out of this parking lot. Nearly
So it
crashed
takes
again
6
on
hits
his way
then.
out.
Yep.
Remember, this guy went off road. Like, he literally drove up on the curb. He didn't even hit a sign on her
Here, I'm
road.
gonna kill him with the Maytalk. I don't want to take my chances. Might take longer, but like, why are there so many blazes over there? What the fuck?
Back roads behind the pizza place, and if you go far enough back on these roads, you get to a school, right? So we get to this school area, and there's this big parking lot behind the school, and we're like, "Fuck it, dude, just gun it down there, go park up at the back of the parking lot, and let's just chill for a minute, you know? Like, let's just relax and figure out what's going on." We have pizza too, you know? So
Here, I'm gonna put my axe in slot 1 to fight wither skeletons with.
we got Za, all right?
Oh my god, stop.
This guy's going like 45 or 50 down these back roads.
Shit, dude, the blaze is gonna he's gonna fuck my shit up.
And it's dead as fuck. There's like 2 other cars there, and they seem to be abandoned. I mean, I don't know. There's no one.
Oh wait, he can't get through.
So we get to this parking lot, and we post up, and we're chilling. And I just go straight for the pizza, bro. I kind of forgot we even hit somebody's car, bro. I just went straight for the pizza. Ashton was more concerned about it than I was. He threw that bitch in park and hopped out. I'm sitting there busting open the box. I'm like, "Hey, boys, you got some fucking
Please go away, Blaze.
Stop.
Stop.
Oh yeah, dude, we did hit an S class. So I hop out and I go look around back, and Ashton's already back there. And luckily,
Fuck, dude, these guys are so fucking obnoxious. Holy shit. Thankfully, they die pretty easily. They're not that difficult to kill. As long as you step 1 back and you do what I'm doing right now with like the wall or with the little cubby, the people.
Like, there was some scratches on the pink a bit above where we hit, but the vast majority of the damage was on that bottom, like, plastic.
I don't think that the game liked what I just did. It's not my fault the magma cubes are fucking retarded.
I mean, he couldn't believe
Oh
it.
god, they're all gonna see me.
Apologized to me for, like, 2
Ooh.
And I'm telling him, like, bro, you know, don't worry about it. It's all good. I mean, fuck it, man. Realistically, I'm more fucked up than you
Come
are.
on, little boy.
Like, so I probably would have hit the car a little harder, you know? Like,
Ow.
we're good, man. It's all good. And he's just
Why do they never drop the scroll? I know it's like a 0.001% chance, but like, dude.
Let's take it.
Wither skeleton, you're up first. Come on.
Get back in the car. We got our pizza, and Ashton busts out the synthetics like immediately, dude. This guy is cheap, and he was taking some stress risks.
Ow.
It's like when someone just gets laid off from their job and you still like.
Thanks for the free crit.
Chain smoking cigarettes, you know, like a Twitter layoff. That's how he was doing it, bro. This guy was chain smoking the synthetics, dude, the mystery powder. Me and Kyle, on the other hand, are just chilling out, enjoying some pizza. You know, this guy Ashton hasn't even ate.
Ooh, I got more spawns, huh?
Honestly, I think kind of some of the adrenaline from that moment took away from the
I don't mind using my Maytalk for this. It's a fun thing to do.
grit that hard, you know? It was a much more chill experience. Like, yeah, I definitely felt it.
Besides, it gets the job done, doesn't it?
But the vision
I never claimed that what I was doing would be efficient.
I think rear-ending a very expensive car really smacked some sense into me. Dude. It really just sucked the LSD straight out of my system.
Please don't attack me, Pigman. I thought I killed all the ones that were mad.
So we're chilling out for a little bit, and we finished up our little smoke and pizza set, and I was sitting there like, what the fuck do we do?
Please stop moving. You're not going to convince. You're not gonna fucking screw me up. It's just not gonna happen.
Just fucking go to Walmart, you know, and try to fix it. So we cruise over to Walmart. Ashton's driving like a grandmother, dude. This guy does not want to.
Ooh, a skull. Nice. I'll definitely take the skulls in case I need to fight the stupid wither later.
So we get to the Walmart. We park up.
How the fuck did he make contact?
No plan of action. There was absolutely no scheme of like
Go away. I just want to fight the damn skeletons.
figure it out. You know, just walk in and
It's so annoying though, dude.
this was something I had to do before though. I mean,
Mostly because the fucking dumbass blazes are just a pain in the ass to deal with.
cars that I've driven, you know, the cars that I've driven personally before I ended up having to drive my mom's car.
It's not hard to kill them or anything, it's just a fucking thorn in the ass.
I loved it. I called it the house. I lived in it for like a week.
Ooh, another one. God damn. Oh, damn. There, skeleton, come on.
I had to do a lot of DIY repairs on that one. So I was first in this. So we're in the Walmart. We're looking around, and obviously we're not buying shit. We're not paying for this.
Damn
shit,
it.
okay? This was our high school days, okay?
Dude, I already have 4 skulls. What the fuck?
Pizza, brother. But we get our goods out this Walmart. We grab like duct tape, and I'm pretty sure we even grab spray.
Dude, no, this axe is so fucking busted. Holy shit.
Listen, Walmart security was not that elite yet.
That's like almost 2 withers. I probably have like 4 or 5 withers in total, in all honesty.
Was not super hip.
Okay, we need to deal with this guy first.
Starting to step it up, but only if you were in like a big city. You know, nowadays all the locations are jacked out, brother. I mean, them security guards are built like fucking Dwayne the Rock Johnson, brother. I mean, them boys are jacked, my man. Yeah, but these days it was much easier. We literally just grabbed this shit, threw it in our pockets, dipped out, after through the spray paint, and started fucking skedaddle. So we go back out to the parking lot.
Nice shot, bud.
Pretty quickly that the duct
It was
tape
so great that I forgot to laugh.
because there's an
I missed a rod.
now, nowadays, I'm very hip to the whole plunger trick and how to do
Come here, boy.
that, but back in these days, I didn't really have to...
Bad.
I had
He didn't
to
give me a
do it
skull.
very long even.
He's a
I didn't
cuck.
know about that part. So I'm sitting there like, damn, bro.
Imagine if Pigman aggro range was farther, like if it was like from right here to where that one right there is standing, if you pissed them off. Could you imagine how hard it would be to actually go through the nether if you pissed off even one?
That's what we did. You know, we chilled out for a little longer and...
It would be terrifying.
I dropped everyone off and ended up going home myself.
I don't mind getting a little bit of fat level. It's not that big of a deal.
It really sobered me up. I mean, by the time we left Walmart, it went a little while, a decent bit of time it elapsed, and I was definitely like still lightly tripping, and should I have driven? Definitely not, but I was an irresponsible kid and I was stupid, so don't follow in my footsteps.
Oh my god, stay away. How the fuck did you even spawn?
I dropped off Ashton first, and then I dropped off Kyle because he lived super close to me, and then I cruised back to my house, and my mom didn't notice it immediately.
Here, you boys just do your thing. I'm gonna do my thing. Nothing personal, kid. It's just business.
Started chewing my ass out for the damage, and I was like, oh fuck, man, you know, like, hey, I don't even remember what I told her. Honestly, I don't know what the fuck I said to her, but she wasn't happy.
Damn
Like,
it.
she started letting me use the car a lot less. Dude. We still got around, don't stress. But either way, hey, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to drop a like.
You think you're slick, don't you? You think you're real sneaky.
Ready? Also, make sure to head over to goblin420.com and enter code GOBLIN.
Yeah, sorry, bud. You're not sneaky. Please don't go near the pigmen, please. It's just so annoying, dude. Nice, another skull. Beautiful, beautiful. I love it.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? It's your boy Goblin.
As long as none of them attack me, I don't care. This is the only area that they can spawn in my area of the nether now. Everything else is cock-blocked.
Listen, man, consider this a late Christmas gift, you know, maybe an early New Year's hoop, if you will, but it's something special. You guys are going to want to listen to this one. Drop a like if you guys do enjoy, subscribe if you haven't already, and thank you guys so much for 300K, bro. We deserve it. I actually got 300K for Christmas, dude. St. Nicholas pulled up on me, bro. Thank you guys so much for the love, dude. It feels amazing. Like, it's truly awesome to have this many subs. You know, it feels very surreal. I'm not gonna sit here and ramble about it for the whole video. Thank you guys so much for the love, dude. I appreciate that. And hey, if all 300,000 of y'all bought merch, I'd be living on an island right now, man. Hey, check out the merch drop at the top of the description, baby.
Only gas.
Fine, high quality Goblin merch today. If you recognize someone else in public wearing this merch, instantly you've made a new friend. You got someone to sesh with. This is the ultimate way to connect with crackheads. You get your hands on Goblin merch.
Wait,
today.
what?
You're just not gonna regret it whatsoever, man. DM me pictures of your merch.
I need to seal the nether at some point in the future, too.
I'll show some love, man. I appreciate you guys. Let's dive right into the video. So, this took place a long time ago, back in
Good boy.
2016, during my junior year of high school. And man, dude, crazy to think, bro. I was like, I think I was what? 7? I just turned 17, and I turned 22 this Saturday, dude. It's kind of fucked. I'm an ancient dude. My last good birthday was 21. Now none of the birthdays they're not relevant anymore, dude.
Yeah, after 21, your birthdays start to not matter anymore.
That's all that happens every birthday. But either way, so back on topic. So this took place back in my junior year of high school.
Hang on, I need to decorate more.
Started off as a
Good.
Day. You know, I remember it was a weekend.
Good.
I ride home and
God, dude, I feel so lucrative just using skulls freely like this, like without even a care in the world. Oh my god, make it stop.
But he got a ride home with me 'cause we
Why don't I open this up more?
decided to take it at my place for a little bit. My mom was gonna be at work. And
I could open this up, actually. I mean, I'm probably not gonna, because I don't want to take my chances.
We were like, fuck it, dude, just hang out at my place, maybe we can serve some people, you know, we'll chill out, we'll have a hoot, you know? So,
We'll have a hoot down, a hoot now, a hoot nanny.
we're sitting at my dining room table, just kind of chatting
Fucking
it
that
up,
country
you know,
crusty ass
and
fucking
we're doing a
shit.
little bit of cake,
God
right?
damn, that's a lot of wither skeletons. What in the hell?
As soon as we got there, we kind of, Ashton almost immediately busted out his cane and gave me a bump. And we
Okay,
just-
I need to lure them.
We were kind of strolling through social media, dude. And back then, those were the days when you could just scroll through
Ooh.
like that, dude. Now, I mean, nowadays you got
Stop shooting me, please.
dark time, where like from what, like 20.
Oh my god. God, please go away.
We're fucking around on our phones, presumably on Vine, so that's what everyone's doing. And we're chilling out, having a hoot. And eventually, my buddy Jimmy hits me. Jimmy was actually in my first time taking acid story for those guys who have seen that. I don't remember what name I gave him in that, so we're just gonna call him.
Oh my god, there's another one, dude.
Something similar, though.
Jesus.
Friend of mine, it was his house that I took acid at for the first
You have no idea how many skeletons that was. Why did he just pick that up?
Parents were gone for the weekend, right? But Jimmy hits me up on Snapchat and he's like, "Yo,
That was an insane amount of fucking skeletons, dude. Holy
in a
hell.
little while." I was like, "Yo, dude, I'm chilling at my
Here, bud.
Bastion right
Just
now.
do it.
Come through, dude."
It doesn't matter how they die, right?
So of course Jimmy he walks over and he like literally walks
Ooh.
it's like a 5-minute walk top, you know, from his house to mine. Like you
God
literally
damn.
cross an intersection and-
Fucking murdered his ass.
right? So he
Way to
walks
go,
over
bud.
my house and he gets
I
there.
salute
He
you.
walks on in and this guy
Might as well have some fun with one of them.
already, bro.
Doesn't matter how they died, they'll still drop it regardless.
How he was fucked. And I asked
The matter of their death, or the manner of their death, does not matter. As long as they die, that's all that matters. Looting doesn't affect the drop rates, though, sadly.
I don't know if it was. I think he briefly added the script.
Okay.
He lost it pretty
Hang on.
quickly.
There's gotta be something I can do to deal with this guy, because I cannot have him murking up my waters.
Right? So this guy was just lit on these things 24/7. He shows up, and I dap him up. It's great to see him. You know, I've been tight with Jimmy since literally preschool. Like, we actually went to the same preschool together. This is the true day one home, right? Got that fun, you know, we're chilling. I bring him on.
Oh my god, stop.
You know, myself and Ashton. And we're all chilling out. We go back.
I don't want the bones, fuck off.
Back to my house, right? There's a little, like, I live in a second-story condo. Like,
Thank you. Another skull from moi.
little deck.
Here, follow me over here.
Walk out there and it's cold as
These guys do actually have a faster run distance than you.
nice out, bro. It was snowy, but it was like
Another one.
kinda slippery snow.
Don't mind if I fucking do.
Dude, it was horrible, bro. Bad
Okay, I haven't pissed anyone off, right?
smoke, right? We spent our time at the dining room table rolling up a little bit, and now we went out there, and Jimmy and I were smoking, you know?
How the fuck did I not take damage from that?
You know, I got smoked like once
Ow.
on probation. But Jimmy and I were chilling, and Ashton was paid up. I was still feeling that bump a little bit, but I didn't do nearly as much as he did. And Jimmy's just chilling, you know, he's barred out, he's having a hoot. And Ashton mentioned, you know, he looks over at Jimmy and he's like, "Yo, dude, you looking to grab anything off me?" Jimmy's like, "Well, what do you got?" Ashton busts out beautiful tabs, dude. This guy had like, again, he out of his pocket, just pulled like 40 fucking tabs out. And he pulls these shits out and he lays them on the table and he's like, "Dude, like, these are fire, you know, like, you want any of these?" And Jimmy was a pretty common shopper with Ashton, right? In particular, his acid. You know, Jimmy, he was the kind of guy who, listen, he probably shouldn't have done acid. Like, it was a 50-50 as to whether he'd have a bad trip or a good trip. He was kind of cuckoo in the head, you know? But either way, he loved buying from the guy. He loved the drug he was
Here, pick this up.
He's like, "Yo, dude, I got like
Pick
20
the
bucks
fucking
on it.
sword up.
Get some."
Pick it up.
Assassin actually
Ugh.
hasn't even mentioned it.
Fine, I'll give it to someone else who actually wants it. This guy clearly wants an item. So here. There you go, bud. I'll trade you. What about you? Actually, I'm not gonna give him my refined sword. That's probably not a good idea. Just a feeling. I don't think that's a very good idea.
Let me throw with you. Like, I'm trying to grab some too.
Here, pick up the sword.
He's like, all right.
Okay. Wait, can I like right click?
He's like, I'll do you guys
Okay, you can't do that.
I'll hook you up. Ashton was always the boy. This guy would give prices.
Is he gonna pick it up or what? Maybe only certain ones have that chance to pick up an item. I don't know. Whatever floats their boat. How did he see me from that distance? What is this, Mia? I mean, their range isn't enough to be Mia, but I guess close enough. Whatever. Dude, my diamond armor's actually taking some damage. Thank you. I did get another skull. How many withers do you think I have? Probably more than what I'm comfortable admitting. Here, wait. If he has a sword, does that mean he'll pick this up? Is it only like certain ones that will pick up swords? Like, what? You can actually do that to preserve them forever, because they'll never despawn if they pick up an item. It's a pretty neat mechanic, actually.
And I'm like, alright, well, Jimmy, dude, let's trip at your crib tonight, dude. Like, you said your parents aren't coming, let's get lit, right? So I'm like, Ashton, dude, you gotta slide over tonight. You know?
Nice. Is this inversed? 2 blacks, 1 white. Oh, that is inverse. That's pretty cool.
Probably can't spend the whole night over there, but, you know, I'll maybe come over there at first and then just go home.
It's so peaceful down here. I don't have to deal with any fucking bullshit. No mobs causing me any issues. Just me, the pigmen, and killing skeletons for funsies. And the occasional magma cube, but we don't talk about that.
We hop out the front door, you know, Ashton comes out behind us, and we walk on over there, right? We take a nice little stroll, and I'm still feeling...
I'll take the experience. It's free. Might as well. The medium-sized ones I don't mind fighting. Ow. It's the big ones that I don't like fighting because of how fucking painful they are to deal with. Okay, cool. Besides, we're almost to level 30. I just need to kill a little bit more shit and then we'll be done.
Let's get this all situated. So, we bust out our weed, we bust out our swing, and we pre-roll, I think it was like 3 or 4 blunts. You know, we weren't balling. We didn't have a...
Okay, I have consumed my dinner.
We had enough to last for the trip, right? So we pre-rolled, well, let's go with like 4 blunts, right? 2 packs of, that's more than likely what we do. Now, because listen, man, that, hey, 4 blunts is the perfect amount for a trip with 2 heads, right? Listen, you don't need 4
Thank
blunts.
you. Okay, I'm at level 30. Good.
You're gonna be staring at ceilings and shit, alright? 4 blunts, perfect amount, right? So, either way, we get to Jimmy's house and we're chilling for a bit, we're rolling blunts, and Ashton has to go. He's like, yo, boys, I probably gotta...
I'm gonna keep grinding for a skeleton bit. Besides, I'm gonna be getting smite soon anyways. Are you all, like, stupid or something? You really think that's gonna work on me when I have fire resistance? See, look, I'll prove it. See? It was right in the skeleton's face, too. Fucking idiots, dude.
I'm like, you're fucking crazy. He's like, dude, my parents aren't coming home until like Monday. Let's send it. You know, I'm like, okay, say less. So I take 2 more 10s.
Bet. Say less, young blood. I don't think they liked my joke. I'm just gonna toss them down there. Let's just shove them in there. Let's go check the gold farm, man. Actually, should I? No, that's just a waste of time. Let's go get the smite sword.
Right? It's beautiful. There was a clear distinction between like literally the intersection divided like the wealth level of this neighborhood, right? On my side of it was like your townhouses and your condos and stuff. Then you go across the intersection that he has to walk across to get to my crib, and it's just these beautiful independent houses, no townhouses or anything. No condos, just beautiful houses.
Okay, I'm not gonna take that much damage, it's fine. Okay, well, I keep forgetting that 2.5 hearts is actually quite a bit. Because in this mod, you're a 5 heart Steve. You're not a 10 heart Steve, you're a 5 heart Steve, and you should assume so and treat it as such. Otherwise, you might die. So don't be a fucking cuck. What was I gonna do again? Oh yeah, melt down the sword first. Good, good, good. Yes, good son. Now play backwards. The Asian parent joke. Because they don't have girls usually. If they're Chinese anyways. What?
an old laptop, but it's good enough to run movies, right?
All jokes, by the way. Much love to China. I love you guys. You guys are awesome.
We're having a hoot, dude. We're still waiting for them to come up. And maybe like 30 minutes into this game. You know, these games are long.
The people in China are actually super nice, and the sightings are pretty nice. It's their government that's shit.
But back in the day, dude, you could have had an hour-long league game easily, no question, right? So we're chilling out. We're like maybe 20, 30 minutes into this game. We just woke up, and I start feeling the come up. I feel that electricity going through me, dude. That almost like tingling, like, oh, here we go.
Beautiful, a refined sword. My fave. Smite? Where's my smite? Dude, I have 31 smite. Are you fucking kidding me?
Just the higher up you get, the bigger, like, tingling, like, oh shit, kind of butterfly.
I don't have much time playing this mod left, actually. I'm almost done. I've only got maybe another 100 hours of grinding or so, give or take.
It's so fun, but either way, we're moving, dude. I'm feeling great. I'm starting to come up.
Oh my god, it's so beautiful. Smite 5 and looting 4, baby. You love to see it. I'm not going to be using my ender pearls in the nether anyway, so it doesn't even matter. No fucking way! Holy shit! Are you kidding me? What? Dude, no fucking way. An Aqua Affinity Scroll? That came from a witch. That was like a 1 in 1,000 chance of that dropping, dude. What in the hell? Look at how many levels it costs, though. Fucking 90 levels, dude. Why? You can do 4 enchantments on this thing, which would be unbreaking, but no one actually gives a shit about unbreaking. Dude, that's going inside the chest. That is absolutely going inside the fucking chest. Holy shit, dude, that's insanely rare. Oh my god. How the fuck do I get 2 of these before the Infinity Scroll, dude? Maybe I should make a skeleton grinder, like a skeleton farm. I feel like I should do it over a separate area of another, like in that one area where that fortress is. That'd probably be a better spot.
It almost felt like it was fluctuating in brightness. I almost felt this like everything was almost glowing, like it was getting really warm.
Now I just need I just need 4 more protection scrolls and then I'll be all done. What the fuck you just say to me, you motherfucker? Ow, stop. Thanks for the free crit, bud. I appreciate it.
We wanted like a nice ice cold beverage. We wanted like a soda or something, like a Sprite would just smack at that range. So we're sitting there and we're like, geez, how are we gonna get a drink? We gotta get something to drink. Dude, all they have here is like all you got is like waters and like milk.
Are you shitting me? Did that really just barely throw? No! He got stolen from, dude. They must have snuck out from underneath his nose. Probably was able to pick it up before he was able to launch it at him. Hey, I still give him like a 9 out of 10 for it as far as like overall consistency goes. His consistency is incredible.
Like that you're really taking a stroll, you're waving at the neighbors. It's close. So we're like that. Let's go walk up to McDonald's.
Dude, this guy's actually a Chad. Like, no shot, he's actually fucking getting it.
This is a great plan. We're tripping balls, but we're just like, dude, this is gonna work. You know what I mean?
They're just taking the piss. They're tripping balls and they're taking the piss.
I wasn't really realizing just how hard I was tripping until we left this house, right? Like I knew, but I still thought I could coherently navigate the neighborhood, right? As it was getting fun.
Hey, wait a second. You put Aqua Affinity on a chest plate, I wonder?
It wasn't pitch black yet, but we step out of this house. Right?
Hold up. I'm gonna go test that in my alternate world. Hold up. Give me a sec.
Bright, beautiful neighborhood. A lot of cars going by with that main road intersection. And I remember we started off, and we went in the right direction, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty confident we started the right way. And after as soon as you walk out of his house, you have to turn right to go to McDonald's. And I remember us going right. I've been in this house 100 million times. It's just like, I could literally describe every single house on this big block. We've been taking it for like 20 minutes. Either way, so we turn right out of this kid's house, and we walk, right? We take a stroll, we get up in And I'm like, okay, I'm doing pretty good. You know, I'm looking around, I'm loving the fresh air, bro. I'm loving it. There's just an ice cold breeze, but I don't care. I didn't even
Why is there a
bring my
bat out
coat.
here?
I wore one over, but I left it back at Jimmy's house, bro. I remember I should have been freezing. I was feeling great, dude. I felt the warmth just pumping through my veins, dude. I was like, holy shit, I'm not even chilly. This is great. It's got the wet snow on the ground. It's fuck. I didn't give a damn, dude. I was like, yo, I'm wet. So we cross the street, right? We wait until the coast is clear, and we run across the fucking street. But once I started sprinting, you know, as I'm moving quickly, combined with the tripping and all the movement already, I got over.
Infinity is by far the rarest. If you can get 2 Infinity Scrolls, dude, you're set for life, because your bow never runs out.
As soon as I stop moving, it's almost like the blurring of colors didn't stop, or the blurring of objects didn't stop, you know? Like, you know when something's moving really fast, or when you're moving really fast, and you're in a car and everything around you is like a blur? It was like I was stuck like that, even after I stopped running. And I got really overwhelmed and nauseous. And I sat down, I was like, oh, like, I think I might puke, dude. Like, I'm really not feeling good. So I remember sitting down, and we're literally just sitting there on the corner, right off of Maniac Road. Everyone's looking at us. Everyone's driving past, probably looking like, what are these crackheads doing? There's even a couple people walking around in this area, right? And I'm sitting there, and I'm just breathing. I'm trying to breathe slow. I'm like, oh, you know? And one tactic I use whenever I feel, you know, uncomfortable or sick, whenever I was stripping, is I try really hard to focus on one object, right? That usually works for me. But this time it didn't, because there was way too much shit going on around me. And I was tripping way too
There's a
hard.
thorn scroll.
Fuck.
Huh?
I was like, holy shit, like I can't take this. There's so many
Really?
headlights, there's cars, there's brake lights, there's
It's
stop
unobtainable in
signs,
survival, though, sadly.
that dog is across the street, and it looks weird. You know, his ears are bigger than his eyes right now to me. You know, like, dude, I look up at the sky and I see Jesus. Like, dude, this is fucked. I'm overwhelmed. So I sat there for what felt like an eternity.
Okay, so you can't put it on that. I'm guessing it has to be on a helmet.
Minutes or something. Not even, but it felt like forever. Finally, Jimmy's like, yo, bro, like, come on, like, let's keep going. You know, like, let's go, dude. And at this point, I don't even know if he remembered where we were.
Yeah, there's no way to do it.
Let's go, dude. He just starts walking in a random ass direction. He's like cutting through someone's backyard, now on my side of the neighborhood. You know, these are all townhouses, so they don't have like actual fenced in yards. So you just walk right through them. But like, he's just walking through the grass, and it's all muddy and snowy. And I'm like, bro, like, you're tweaking. Like, you're going crazy right now. And
Did they nerf speed? They did nerf speed. What the
I
fuck?
cannot fathom what Google Maps might do for us.
Anyways, I guess you can't put it on that. Never
I don't know
mind.
where the fuck we are, right?
Yeah, bummer. I tried that right.
Get back onto the main road just in front. And on that main road, or along that main road, at the end of it, on one corner, there's a Walgreens, right? And it's got right at us. And we see this Walgreens, you know, from the point of the backyard we cut out of it. We see this Walgreens. Now, we didn't before, but now we do. And it's like a beacon. It's like heaven. The gates to heaven have opened. We must go. They're calling for us. So we're like, dude, let's go to Walgreens, bro. If you see the sign, we see it, we're like, dude, we gotta get there, bro. Go there, let's go. It's way closer. I don't know why we didn't think of this to begin with, right? Like, Walgreens is literally a 2-minute walk. Why did we try to go to McDonald's? We're stupid and on 3 taps. Who cares? Let's just go. So, we get over to this Walgreens, right? And we walk in there, and I remember it was literally, dude, it's so bright. The building is painted white. All the tiles in there are white. All the lights in there are bright white. Dude, it literally felt like I had just died and walked into heaven. I was like, holy shit. Jesus forgave my sins. I was like, no way. This is kind of fun. This is it. So, we walk in, and I remember that eye contact with every person I walked at, I would just stare right at their face, even if I walked back.
God damn it.
Back at them, because
I got a smite scroll, I guess.
in reality, looking back at it,
I was hoping I would get something else.
blacked out tweaker making everyone scared. But at the time, I was like, dude, these people just will not stop looking at me. You're like, bro, what? Like, y'all want something from me? Like, what is this? You know, like, what?
Yeah, I got back my scroll. I'm happy.
We get back to the drink coolers, we grab our beverages. You know, we grab our. I don't really remember exactly what I grabbed, in all honesty. But I had a couple.
Give the golden shit a little spin for good luck.
A mango Arizona. B could have been a Dr. Pepper or an orange juice, but I honestly don't recall which one I grabbed.
2.5 hearts is crazy. It's a scam if you don't have at least protection for, with feather falling, of course.
So obviously, I'm uncomfortable and I feel like everyone's staring at me. And there's a line formed up. There's only one cashier. I'm like, bro, like, I can't go for this, you know? So Jimmy gets in line, right? Jimmy gets in line, and I'm like, bro, like, I'm uncomfortable, like, people are staring at me.
Oh god, stay back.
And I go to the right of the cashier, and I just walk out the fucking door. I just did, dude. And I walk out, and standing out there, and I didn't even consider the fact that I was stealing. I didn't even think twice about that. I didn't even, like, mean to steal. I was just trying to get the fuck out with my beverage, because I felt like everyone in there was about to, like, carve me up and eat me, dude. I was like, holy shit. Heaven's not what I expected. The angels hate me here. Like, I gotta go. Now, so, I get back out and I wait for Jimmy to come out. Jimmy ended up just stealing too. He just fucking laughed, dude. No one came out after me to do it. No one came out, dude. I stole from that Walgreens all the time. Low key. There was one time I got caught stealing some fucked up shit. Dude. I got caught stealing like some condoms, dude. Like,
Why is there a wither skeleton in here?
it was fucked up, dude. That's a different thing. So
What
anyway,
the fuck?
So,
Why though?
I'm hooting and hollering.
I mean, I get that there's like stuff here, but like still, dude.
Well, luckily we were at the Walgreens, which is a place that was kind of familiar, and from the Walgreens parking lot, you could see Jimmy's house kind of. Like, it was a very direct shot. So we go back.
Is he still there? He sure is. The stone sword.
We just did this, you know. We can, at least I'm trying to, you know, kind of comfort myself.
How does it recalculate like
You know,
mob
the way
spawn
back.
ticks?
But every time I felt like I was getting my bearings again, just something around me would distract me or overwhelm me and get me to tweak again, dude. And so
He was tweaking.
Drove past and honked. Presumably it's somewhere, but we thought it was at us. And as soon as that guy honked, it was like natural instinct kicked in. We sprinted right back to his house, like we knew the route the whole time. We flew back to his house. I remember Jimmy just started running, and I ran after him, and I saw him, and I was just following him. I was like, dude, holy fuck. And once again, all the colors around me are getting blurry. Everything's getting crazy. I get overwhelmed. But I didn't really get nauseous. You know, I handled it a lot better this time, right? I think it was just a...
Why is there wood here?
Trip. I don't know what it was. Maybe these tabs hit really hard, but like, dude, I was tripping too hard when I first came up. I was like, holy shit, I'm fucked right now. But it was still a fun-ass trip, dude. We run back to Jimmy's house, and now we're hooting and hollering. We got our beverages, dude. We're good to go. We have to smoke another blunt. We go out back to the sunroom, and we spark up...
Wait a second, I know where this is.
Can't see anything, you know? So we go stand on his front porch instead, with all the lights on. And we're chilling out there, you know.
What
we're
was I
hooting, we're
doing?
hollering, we're having a blast, you know?
I'll keep the loose nether brick so I can suffocate pig tards.
I just remember just tripping even harder as soon as we smacked this.
Why is there fence? Oh, I forgot to put the damn fence gate back. Of course I did.
Shit like King of the Hill and playing League of Legends. It was honestly one of the most basic trips.
Honestly, unless I get a fucking...
Hope you guys enjoyed this long ass video. Drop a like if you did. Thank you guys for watching.
Oh, I could just suffocate this tard.
If you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, gamers.
Why is he fucking doing that, dude? That's so stupid. Stop it.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? It's your boy Goblin, and today we're coming in with a classic banger. Hope you guys enjoyed. Drop a like if you do, and also
Hope you're ready to die there, bud.
Twitter. That's honestly stupid. If you don't follow me on Twitter, you're making a mistake. All right, click the link at the very top of the description, and just go on Twitter right now. Type in the Goblin with three N's on the very end, and you're gonna find me on Twitter.
What a
With that,
fucking
follow
loser.
Stay up to date on all my tweets. I always tweet out whenever
Really don't want to deal with an infinite spawn pigman.
well in advance whenever stuff happens.
Because he'd be a satellite pigman. That's actually how you can make a satellite pigman, is by doing that.
Alright, you want to see my mugshot? Alright, I just recently got my mugshot. It's on my Twitter. Go follow me there. You're going to want to see it. It's wonderful. Without further ado, let's dive right into the video. So, this happened quite a while ago back in my high school days. And as many of you
63, exactly.
I have a good
Nice.
friend of mine named Michael, who usually when I didn't feel like going to school, I get up to some goon shit with. That's exactly what happened on this particular day, right? I go over to Michael's house, and you know, we already had a date planned out, which was not very usual. Normally we just kind of wing it. But on this day, we knew what was going on, right? I was going over to Michael's house. He was already there with another buddy of his who I didn't know that well, but I think I met the guy like once or twice at this point.
Also, here's the thing about, here's the thing about this.
He was selling it.
You have to have on steel boots to be able to not be affected. To not get poisoned, you have to have a full set, but if you have at least steel boots on, you don't get, launched by the fucking growth.
You know, I like to shop with the homies, and If I can go to a place like a one-stop shop where I can get my drugs and then also consume them there, count me in. And that was Michael. It was great. So I get ready to go. I get out of my house and I walk on over to Michael's. He lived close
With
enough
protection
that-
4, dude, you are basically invincible, dude. You are basically unkillable at that point. You may have to use a potion once in a blue moon, but it's, dude, it's just so fucking free. Holy shit.
Waste of time and effort to
You know what?
get
Fuck this. I'm gonna attack him.
walked over to Michael's, right? Sundays I drive, it depends on how it is. I was gonna trip. I was gonna trip that night in the morning. I walk over to Michael's house. I get in there at that
Hey,
point,
baby.
with friends who we're gonna call Larry. I say hey to Larry, and they're playing some zombies together. So I kind of sit back, watch them play some zombies, and I end up rolling a blunt for them while they're playing. We smoke up a little bit, and I buy a couple tabs off of Michael, and I'm talking to both. I'm getting ready for a good trip. Michael's talking up the gassing up, talking about how good it is, which I mean, I'll admit it honestly wasn't that good. This is
That's what I fucking thought.
but it got the job done, and you know, once you guys get further into the story, you'll kind of understand why. I'm kind of glad I didn't trip that hard on this day. It was definitely a waste of a trip, but we'll get to that.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
So I got my tabs down there.
Skeleton, please don't despawn, please don't despawn, please don't despawn. Please don't attack me.
Smoking some weed, having a blast. It's a good time. And as the day progresses, you know, maybe an hour goes by, and I definitely start to feel the come up.
No, get out of my
I
way.
get that classic kind of a. I always struggle with wording, you know, or describing how it feels. Just that tingling, like, nice feeling, dude. That energy going through you, that buzz. You just feel it all through you. It's like you got a little vibrator installed in your body, and that shit's going on. It feels wonderful, all right? Like a little phone vibrator, like the PS, you know, the 360.
Here,
Those
come on,
are the
Skeletor.
vibrators
Let's see what you
like
got.
that. Like one of those, just like
Okay.
all through your body. It feels great, right? So I'm feeling that little come up.
Ooh, a skull, my fave.
Feeling great. And Michael-
Wait, did he not drop a skull? Oh, he did. Okay, never mind. I was about to say, what the fuck?
So he goes and he lets this guy in, and in comes a dude who we're gonna call Ben. Ben,
Oh, don't you dare stop.
I never saw it
Dude,
yet.
why did he just charge at me?
Ben comes in and he sits down with us. You know, we're all just chilling out, having a good time. And it turns out that he's there to do the same thing as I was, right? He was just gonna buy some Activin.
Here, I need to take him on one at a time. Please get out of my way.
So he grabs a tab from Michael. He's sitting there watching.
I don't care about you. You're not a threat.
He starts asking a bunch of questions about acid. You know, he starts asking like, "Oh, are you guys tripping right now?" And once we tell him yes, he's just going off. He's like, "Oh, how do you?"
Sorry, Blazes, but you're not a threat.
You know, how are you? Like,
You don't have enough
how are you
hate,
guys
and you
so
know
chill
something?
right now, you know? And it becomes clear very
You
quickly
never will.
that this guy
No fucking way, dude.
just bought something.
Get the fuck out of my way now.
If you've already bought it, you still
Oh
have
my
that
god.
question, you're in over
Ow.
your head, right? You gotta take a step back, do a little more research. This
Stop
guy
it.
doesn't do any of that. He's asking us these
Why does the
questions.
Blaze have to be attacking me randomly? That's so stupid.
We're just sitting there, and I'm
How the fuck do these little wankers manage to hit you? Like, what?
my vibe here, you know? But I will put up with it. I was trying to
Like, they're not even hard to kill. They're just a pain in the ass.
Michael's friend, you know, this isn't my play, you know, I can't be a dick to the guy.
Fuck out of my way, losers.
Okay, a lot of people are. I'll put up with it. So I'm answering his questions, telling him, you know, kind of explaining how it makes me feel, you know, what I mean. He's like, oh, what are you seeing right now? And I'm kind of explaining, like, oh, it's not really that crazy, you know, it's just kind of like, almost like things are adjusted.
You've got to, like, kill them, like, one at a time, but, like, slightly progressively.
You know, I'm kinda cra- and he was like,
And they stall for a couple seconds before they actually attack you.
no, you know, picture like you went into Photoshop and put a texture over everything in the room. But then that texture, like, it's animated, like a GIF, you know? Everything around you has just been made.
Got a clean house.
Honestly, that's probably one of the best ways to explain it.
Anything that I see dies. I need levels. Badly.
Anyway, so, I'm gonna describe
I don't think those guys are close enough to aggro.
some time goes by. And it turns out he took it.
Nope, they're not close enough. That's what I figured. Usually they're not.
Just taking it home. No, he sat there and talked to me. So I know he's in for a fun ride. I didn't know he talked to me.
So we got a wanker now, do we? Okay, those guys definitely probably... They probably aggro. There's no way. Yep.
Not that long, 5 minutes, whatever.
Dude, what is going on right now? What the fuck?
Kept it on his tongue for a while. And after he-
What is going on, dude? That's the second one that I've gotten today.
So we're all chilling
What
out,
the
you know,
fuck?
a little bit. We ended up rolling up some more blunts. I remember myself and Michael were playing.
Dude,
We had Larry and Ben.
what the actual fuck?
Rolled up. We sparked up a couple couple more blunts, and I was feeling good.
Come on. My!
Second blunt, I started to trip a lot harder.
First I get one from a blaze. Then I get one from a fucking... Or first I get one from a, was it? No, it was a blaze. Wait. No, magma cubes are flame. First I get one from a blaze. Then I get one from a fucking pigman. Like, dude. I'm gonna go run this to the fucking crucible. I wish you could put these in a crucible to get back your fucking gold.
Little pattern on the fabric, and it just looks sick to me, and I'm looking around the room, and it's just badass, you know. That's when I really started to appreciate the trip a little bit, but it was kind of short-lived, that little like buzz and visuals. I think it was only caused by the blunt, because almost right after we finished smoking, Ben starts tweaking. You could tell.
All right, let's deal with these fuckers.
Because after he stopped smoking, right, he was back and playing on the phone. I don't remember how much time he got it. He stands up. He stands up and he's like looking down at the ground. Like he just tells him So Michael tells him, he's like, yo, dude, like sit down, bro, like have a seat. And he's like, nah, bro, like I'm not comfortable in that chair right now. I just want to stand, you know? So like,
Ew,
okay.
but nice try, little boys.
He just wants to stand. At this point,
Where are they? Yeah, they're down here. That's what I figured.
okay. Homeboy's probably never tripped before, not like I asked. He took his tab.
They're trying to goon me, dude.
The wall with it. So, you know, hope he's having fun. So we play a little more zombies.
Please go away.
And says he has to leave, which was definitely
Fucking losers, dude. I'm putting seals over these. I have to. I'm not taking my chances anymore. It's just too much to lose. And I refuse to die to stupidity. Cool. 2 scrolls. Impressive. 2 scrolls in the same fucking day. I wish you could get thorns from withers. I feel like that would make the most sense. That's the only other mob that can drop it too, so, you know. Please don't be mad at me. You think you're sneaky? Yeah, fucking right. Maybe in a trillion, billion, million, thousand years. How did he not hit me just now? I don't want that. We're gonna have to lure his shot first.
So Michael's like, yo, Ben, dude, like, are you okay? What's going on? He's like,
I was about to say, don't you dare hit the fucking, don't you dare hit the skeleton.
He's like, I feel crazy right now, bro. Like, I don't know what's going on. He started, like, really, like, clenching his fist and moving his fingers a lot. Almost as if he was, like, just about to freak the fuck out. So I'm sitting there watching him. And
I'm geeking the fuck out right now. 2 scrolls, dude, that's fucked up. I know the odds are a little bit better for, are they better for blazes or are they better for something else? I can't remember. Dude, my armor's almost half down. That's hilarious. Goes to show how important a good set of armor is.
go get a glass of water for you or something. And he's like, I feel like I'm about to puke. So Michael points him to the bathroom. He's like, oh, dude, literally the door right across from my bedroom.
Dude, this is so nice that I did this. It allows for more mob spawns more consistently. It also keeps items from burning too, which is super duper nice. Skeleton, come here.
So Ben eventually he goes to the bathroom.
How do you miss that shot?
We figure, okay, you know, maybe he's gonna let out one of those little acid cubes. I've got long tripping before. It happens. Sometimes it's kind of fun. It's just a part of the experience. So we think you're alright. He's coming up too hard.
Ooh, another skull. He picked up a bone. Of course he did.
And we get back to playing the game. And you kind of forget he's in the bathroom.
Doesn't seem like they're mad at me anymore, so I'll leave them be. Just for now. Just this once.
In all honesty, but I'd say it was probably like an hour. He was in there for a long time because we got really far in zombies. We had like
It's just excessive. I don't even know why I even do that.
And I remember we got far as hell in. We both had good ass guns. You know, I'm talking. I had a ray gun. He had like the M60 or something. Just good straps on deck. And he was the whole entire match.
Here, let me give you a better weapon, bud.
And I remember after
I'm nice like that.
game was when Michael was like, yo, where's Ben? And I was like, oh shit, you're right. Like, he's in the bathroom.
You can trade with them. That's hilarious.
So we both get up and go to
Can he pick up a bow and use it, I wonder? I don't think he can.
Ben, are you okay? We're like, Ben, yo, like, you good? And he's like, yeah, man, like, I don't know. At first he said, yeah. He's like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. So we go into that. guy, like, we gotta go into that.
Oh yeah, I need to fix this. Fuck.
And I realized very quickly that sending him to the bathroom was probably the biggest mistake we made. This man did not throw up. He did not have to pee. Instead, he was standing in the mirror. And I know...
Oh no.
But even when you're having a good trip, standing in the mirror is very overwhelming, okay? Just looking at yourself in the mirror while you're tripping balls...
Yep, you're not supposed to look in the mirror when you're fucking high off your mind.
It just thoughts go through your head that are crazy. It's hard to explain. It's like you enter the Matrix. So when I walked in the bathroom with Michael and saw him with his hands on the counter squeezing the shit out of the edge of the counter, I'm talking like you could see all the veins in his hand. He was squeezing it so intense. Staring into that fucking mirror, I was like, holy shit. We fucked up. We should have never sent him into this bathroom.
Woo woo.
He's gotta like grab him. At this point, he knows what's going on. He's like, oh, this guy-
Yeah, he did a clean 1 heart of damage there. Not surprising. If you gave them a refined sword, they do like 2 hearts of damage, I bet. I'm kind of tempted to try that actually, just to see what it does. Or like give them my axe. Crap, dude. My fucking Matok's gonna break.
Again, freaking out. Ben tells us, we're trying to ask him how he feels a little bit. We're like, yo, just talk to us, bro. How do you feel? Are you having a good time, a bad time? We're just trying to get him to say some shit, trying to help any way we can.
Cool.
With this trip, because it's clearly not a good one. We can tell he's having a horrible time. And he tells us, I remember this he tells us that it feels like he's falling. He's like, he feels like
I love how it one-shots them like 50% of the time.
How do I even stop that? Like, the thing is, like, I don't think his bad trip was visual. It's not like he was seeing scary shit. And he never really mentioned I think his bad trip was just all in his head. Like,
Maybe I'll just stay away from that. Go away. Please stop. How many of them are fucking hiding behind that corner? Yep, there's still another one back there, of course. If I so much as move from this spot right here, they're gonna aggro. Oh my god, they aggroed. No, stay back.
So finally, we think, let's just put on some, music videos. So Michael goes on his, he goes on the TV, he puts on some music.
We're gonna go ahead and fight these guys. Maybe that's not such a good idea. At least not with diamond armor on. What the fuck? Please stop. Really? He fucking comes from the ceiling, of course.
Whenever you're tripping, you don't watch the music videos for the song. Sure, the song's a great part of it, but the visuals, I swear to God, they could drop an opera track, and as long as it has the visuals that some of the Rocky videos used to have, they're set.
Dumb fucking pigmen, dude. They are not... Dude, you do not play with these motherfuckers. They are terrifying. They're gonna aggro. Yep. I picked up his friend's sword to avenge his death. Too bad he was a fucking cuck. They're above me. There's no way. Calling it. Never mind, apparently. They are not above me. God, finally, a damn skeleton. It takes a little while, though. I mean, I understand that.
I hope you all learn, this is not what to do around someone having a bad trip. When we were stupid, this is a lot earlier.
Please go away.
I was a lot less experienced with acid at this point. And also, we were just
Here. Come here, Skeletor.
So, we suggest smoking some weed. We're like, yo, Ben, we still have a little bit of weed.
Nice.
Michael's got a fucking bomb. You can pack that, if you don't have to smoke a whole blunt, you can just take a little bit. Michael's like, yeah, bro,
Don't hit me. Bad.
And I guess neither of us have really thought to debrief him on, how weed has the opposite effect when you're tripping. It doesn't calm you down, it actually makes you trip harder. We just figured it would help. We were like, we want to smoke weed. We're tripping balls right now. Maybe it'll make him feel better. So
If I actually get an Infinity Scroll, I'm probably gonna piss myself. I won't have to grind in the Nether anymore, which is super duper nice. I'll probably get one from the bats, but there's no guarantee.
I'm talking, I was expecting not. Ripped it all the way through. And Michael had a fat bowl. I remember he could pack almost like a gram into that thing at a time. A fat bowl. A nice fucking size, right? And he just, he had one shot the fuck out of it. Destroys it. It did not make it to me. So he takes that rip and he passes this cash bomb to me. And I'm like, damn, dude. Nice fucking rip. And he's apologizing. He's like, oh, my bad. Like, I'm sorry, dude. I'm really sorry. And I'm like, bro, don't worry, man. You need it more than me. Like, don't stress. And he keeps apologizing about it. And I can tell right away, like, that hit just instantly sent this man's brain into overdrive. He would shut up, fuckhead. My bad. I didn't mean to catch it. I'm sorry. Can you pause for a second, you know?
Stop. Dude, he just circled around me. He used my fucking technique, dude. He's actually using my strats.
I don't even know how far into the trip we are at this point. I'm barely even tripping. There's almost no visuals. And my mental part I haven't been able to have any fun with because I'm sitting here trip-sitting.
Fucking loser, dude.
Who popped the tab when he definitely shouldn't have. And I'm not gonna lie, I was in a kind of pissed off mood at this point. I was, like, the weed, I was just sitting there and I remember the whole trip was balancing on whether this bowl would cure this man or not. I was sitting there and I was just like, dude, I'm so desperate to just chill out and have a good time. And instead we've been trip-sitting this fucking guy for so long, dude. I was just not having it. I was in no condition. Like, if I was sober, I probably would have done this much differently and better, and maybe I could have helped the guy. But me tripping and Michael tripping was not a good recipe. We did not sign up for this at all, you know? What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? It's your boy Goblin, and today we're coming in with a hoot and a holler of a video. Hope you guys enjoy this one. Drop a like if you do. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And also, the new merch site is now live at goblin420.com. We've got brand new products. We've got new life to old designs and new ones. And we've got some fire holiday merch waiting for you guys. Make sure to order soon so you get it in time by Christmas. And also, everyone who purchases a piece gets a personalized audio message thanking them from me. Every single purchase, without fail, gets one. So, head on over to the merch website now, and don't forget to use code GOBLIN50. The first 50 people that make a purchase will get a special discount. Hurry up, don't wait, head over to goblin420.com and enjoy.
Pinocchio, have you gone skiing today? Dude.
Dive right into the video. So this took place back in my high school days, almost right after I dropped out of high school during my senior year. Now, at this point, Ashton had already moved away. He was typically my go-to guy for acid, but since he moved away, I had to find other sources, and one of those sources quickly became Michael. Now, he's a very common character in my stories here. You guys know plenty about him, but during this summer, we had a brief little stint leading up to when I went to rehab, where we hung out quite a lot. We kind of reconnected a bit. You know, the beginning of my senior year, the beginning of that
Stop.
summer,
Almost to level 30 again, baby. You love to see it.
Before the end of that summer, once I dropped out, that's when I really started kicking it with him, because I realized that all my friends were still in school all day, but he never went to school for shit. So we could do whatever the hell we wanted. So on this day, I woke up, and I hit him up, and I said, hey, let's kick it. I'm bored. I got fuck all to do today, but I got money and I got weed. So let's make it happen. I was sitting pretty, you know. I had a little bit of money at this point, because I've been working at a grocery store fairly close to me. I worked at a Jewel Osco. For those guys who live in Illinois, you probably know what that is, at least northern Illinois. My God was at a shit job. Paid me like $7.50 an hour. But I got to chain smoke like no other. I smoked like at least probably 6 cigarettes a shift. I was going crazy. But back on topic. So, you know, I had a little bit of money. I had just gotten paid. So I hop in my car and I go drive over to Michael's house. And it's fairly early in the afternoon. It's like just past noon, right? Maybe 1 o'clock at this point. I get over there and I brought the little bit of weed I had. And once I get over there, I tap him up and we're chilling and he's got no one wrong with him. And he tells me that he's got a little bit of acid, which of course, that piques my interest. I'm intrigued. I'm down for any form of acid. Get me fucked up. I want a trip, right? So, I asked how much he has, right? I'm like, yo, how much do you have? I'm probably trying to grab some. He told me he had probably enough to sell me however much I wanted. So, I was trying to think of how much to buy because I just got paid, yeah, but I also wasn't trying to blow all my money immediately because I still wanted to go buy more weed. So I settled on buying 3 tabs. He was the homie, you know, he gave it to me for a good price. I think he only charged me like fucking 15 bucks maybe. He charged me like barely more than he paid for them, you know? So it was always nice grabbing them from him. Like, yeah, he'd make some money on me, but still, he would give me the homie hookup because I kicked it with this dude all the time. I know it for years at this point, probably like 2 years at this point. So, we're chilling out and I get my tab, but we don't quite take them yet because first we decide that we want to smoke up. I was originally not even planning to take my tabs on this day, really. I kind of just wanted to save them because Michael didn't really have anyone else to invite over. And, you know, tripping can be kind of fun, you know, just hanging out with, like, someone else or just doing nothing but sitting in a house. However, at this point, I was tripping a lot. So I wanted to do fun shit. I was tired of the, oh, let's sit and watch movies kind of trip. I wanted to do a fun fucking acid trip. So we decided that we weren't going to drop our acid right away, but instead, we were going to smoke. So we matched on a couple blunts. Luckily, he had some wraps. So we matched and we rolled up, and we smoked 2 blunts. We're chilling out, we're sitting in his living room, and we're cheaping. It's a good day, right? We're trying to figure out what to do with the rest of our day, but everyone else is in school pretty much. So it's not like we can go anywhere else and there's any functions or anything. So we decide that we want to go grab ourselves some food. We opted to go to a sit-down restaurant because we had quite a lot of time to blow, you know? There was no point going to McDonald's just to go sit back in his living room and be back at square one. We wanted to go do some shit. So we hop in my car and we drive to the beloved Applebee's, close to Michael's house. Now, I couldn't really tell you why we decided Applebee's. I think it's just because it's pretty cheap, and we did not want to spend very much money on our lunch. So off we went to Applebee's. Now we get in here, and I hadn't realized at this point that Michael brought tabs with him, right? I didn't bring my tabs with me. I just left them sitting on the table at Michael's house because we were going back there anyway after our food. So I didn't even think to bring them with me. But Michael brought a shit. This guy had like a 10 strip in his pocket in Applebee's. So we're sitting at this table, and you know, I'm feeling pretty stoned. I'm feeling good. We place our orders, you know, not our main orders, but we decide that we want to get some chips, you know. We got some time to blow. We're not in no rush to eat chips. So, you know, let's get some chips. At least maybe eat an appetizer a little bit, you know. So we order, I don't know, it was like chips and guac or some shit, chips and salsa. I don't know. It was some goddamn tortilla chip. Probably straight out of a bag. Who gives a fuck, dude? Probably a great value bag at that. It's Applebee's after all. But either way, chips are chips. So we're chilling out at the Applebee's, we're chatting it up a little bit, and Michael tells me that his girlfriend's on the way. She's like, yo, you know, do you mind if my girl comes and joins? I'm like, yeah, no problem, but I don't think I've ever met her before. At this point, he had just started dating a girl who we're going to call Alyssa. Probably the most insignificant character that's ever going to be in one of my videos, because this guy dated this girl for maybe like 3 weeks. It was the most short-lived thing ever. I don't know what kind of mess happened with them. I know someone cheated on someone. I don't know who did what. I'm not clear on the situation, but all I know is they were a train wreck. But that's beyond the point. He tells me that Alyssa's coming, and I'm like, bet, dude. Sounds good. You know, I don't mind at all. I'd like to meet her. So we're chilling out. We're eating our chips. And we get, you know, the waitress comes back, and she asks if we're ready to place our main orders. So we do. I made the mistake of getting a steak. When I go out to a restaurant, I kind of have a policy where there's certain things on menus that I won't get. Like if I go like a place similar to Applebee's, like Chili's for example, or even, well no, Red Robin's bad example with all the good burgers, but I don't like to get a burger at a restaurant, like a sit-down place, because I feel like I can just go to Five Guys and get one that's probably better than the sit-down place and walk out with it. So my policy is when I'm at restaurants, like 99% of the time, I will not get a burger, unless it sounds insane. The problem with that is that Applebee's menu is not very big. It never has been. And the majority of it is fucking burgers. If you're not getting burgers, you're getting chicken tenders. But the problem with that is I'm not 8 years old, so I want something more than that. So I opted for sirloin steak. Now, my fucking God, it was not great, but it didn't really matter. We'll get to why in a little bit. We place our orders, and we mentioned to the waitress, like, hey, we have one more person coming, so could you maybe hold off on, like, bringing us that food until someone else gets here? And she's like, oh, yeah, no problem. I'll just written down, and whenever whoever else comes, like, you know, I'll take their order, too. So we're sitting there eating our chips, and they do give you a generous portion, I will admit. And finally, Alyssa shows up. The waitress was pretty on point at this point. She noticed Alyssa get there, and almost immediately when she sat down next to Michael, she came over and like asked if she wanted a drink or something like that, and told us to let her know, kind of flag her down when we're ready to order, right? So we're like, yeah, this waitress is on point, we had a good meal ahead, and now I get to meet Alyssa. So I introduced myself, you know, I'm chatting it up with her a little bit, getting to know her, asking about how they met or whatever. I'm pretty sure they met through Tinder, which is always a recipe for disaster. That's just never gonna go well. I've been in one relationship with someone I met off Tinder, and that was an absolute hell in a cell train wreck. So, typically those Tinder relationships don't go too great, and this was another example of one of those. So I'm chatting with her a little bit, kind of talking to her, and she's like, oh, yeah, you know, we met on Tinder, we've known each other for a couple weeks now, you know, yada, yada. She's kind of telling me about herself. And she was not, like, the best conversationalist, right? She was kind of quiet. So I quickly went back to talking to Michael. And Michael's like, well, now that Alyssa's here, we can place our order. Once we place our order, let's drop these fucking tabs. And I'm like, well, I didn't bring my tabs. And Michael's like, dude, I'll give you one and just give me one of yours when we get back. And I'm like, bet. You're a genius, no problem. So, the waitress comes back over maybe 3-4 minutes later, and Alyssa places her order as well. I don't know what the fuck she got. All I remember is I got the steak and Michael got chicken. I think it was chicken tenders. I don't know, chicken.
So he's like an 8-year-old.
It was some chicken. That's all I know, right? He also eats like an 8-year-old. I don't know why. Oh, I have a lot of friends who do this, dude. We'll go to like a nice restaurant.
Where are the mobs?
My friend Kyle is the worst example of this. People go to like a nice burger place or like a nice restaurant. Like in particular, there's this Italian place I remember we went to, and it was called, I don't remember what the fuck it was called, but it was this nice Italian place. We sit down and this guy orders a steak with nothing on it, just a bun and like barbecue sauce. I'm sitting here and I'm like, dude, we're grown ass men, bro. This is fucked, right? This ain't right. But hey, let the man eat, I guess. So that's kind of how Michael is, bro. He's a big like chicken fingers and ketchup at the restaurant kind of guy. But me,
I'm gonna guess there's probably pigmen that are impacting my spawn negatively.
You know, that's what I want in the restaurant. So I ordered that. And after we all placed our orders, I got the steak and all that. She confirmed everything with us and made sure everything was correct and left, right? We were ready to rumble. So Michael pulls out this little tinfoil rectangle in his pocket and unwraps, and there they are.
What the hell? Go away.
And I just slapped this thing in my mouth, no hesitation. I didn't go to the bathroom, I didn't eat it. No one did.
Why did it take 3 hits to kill him?
Even if they are, what are they gonna do? I'll swallow it.
Get the fuck out of here.
So I've got my tab on my tongue, and I figure, you know, I'll probably have the tab down the hatch around when the food gets here.
Yeah.
Maybe 20 or 30 minutes. It's an Applebee's. And then we'll eat, and we'll get out of here, and we'll probably just start to come up, right? We thought, at least, that we timed it very well. We thought we were on some big brain shit. We're sitting there, and we're like, yes, dude, this is fucking fire. So, we're sitting in the table, and Michael's got his tab on his phone. And Alyssa opts to not take any. She's like, no, I'm good. I drove here, yada yada. We drove here. We're just stupid and reckless. So we didn't factor that in. It was too late. Michael and I already had our tab. We're sitting, we killed all the chips at this point. We're sipping on our drink. And we're waiting for our meal to show.
It's just so stupid, dude.
A while goes by, you know, maybe like 30 minutes or so, and there's people that are starting to come into the restaurant, you know? At this point, it's like probably, oh man, I don't know, it's maybe like 2:30 or 3:30. So at this point, people are kind of starting to come in. You know, when we first got there at like fucking, oh man, we got there, not even one yet, but
One at a time, baby. Only for you, baby girl. Just gotta very carefully surgically remove them.
Now, I don't have any quite yet, but you just get that feeling going where you know that you're coming up. You know that the acid is because you get that tingling warmth.
As for the magma cube, I don't care about him. He can fuck off.
Every bone in your
I only care about these tards.
sitting there, it's like someone tickled your fun.
Dude, there are so many, it's not even fucking funny.
Here we go. It's not like you go numbers.
How the fuck did he manage to hit me?
I'm about to trip balls. That's exactly how I was feeling. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh boy.
Yeah, there's like 3 of them hiding behind that wall. You know what? Fine. If you little bastards are gonna hide behind the wall, then I'm gonna do this. What, you think that you're smart? Yeah, you little bastards are not that smart. You're not gonna get me with a silly tactic like that, you silly goose.
I'm kind of looking around, trying to find something cool to look at. But all I can notice at this point is how
Okay, good. They're all dead.
I pointed out to Michael, I'm like, Michael,
And there's still nothing up here.
dirty in this atmosphere, man. He's like, yeah.
I will kill one more skeleton and then I'll go to bed. I don't care what I don't care what he drops. I don't care if it's anything good. Doesn't matter.
Right? As if we thought we were at some real fucking restaurant. We're sitting down looking around, we're like, yeah, man, it's that ceiling fan over there, it's real dusty, that lamp, yeah, the bulb's gotta go, man. We're sitting here looking around, we're just nitpicking. I'm not getting any crazy visuals yet, but my attention to detail is definitely elevated at this point. So we're looking around and we're just having fun talking shit about the place. We're like, dude, health inspector would shut this down. This place is dusty and crusty, bro.
It's dusty and crusty.
All around, right? Trying to figure out if there's anything cool to look at. And finally, Michael points something out. He says to me, look at that fucking picture on the wall over there. And I look over it. And it looks like this, it's almost like the picture from the SpongeBob intro. It's like some 1700s era man. And it looked like they just went and robbed like Christopher Columbus's fucking shed and like hung a picture of it in the background. It was the most out of place picture I've ever seen. And I'm dying laughing at this. I'm fucking crying. I can't believe that I'm seeing this. Michael's dying too. We're laughing our asses off. And Alyssa points out as we're laughing, she's like, yo, it's kind of been a while since we ordered. Like, where's our food at? So I'm sitting there and I look over at Michael and I'm like, oh, fuck. We still have food coming, dude. And he starts laughing his ass off and I'm now laughing my ass off. We're at the stage where we've got the giggles while we're coming up. I can tell that this is about to be a fun fucking trip. So we're coming up, right? And I was debating at this point on asking Michael for a second tab, because at this point I was already tripping. There was no avoiding. I might as well dose some more, but then I remembered my car.
Holy shit, dude. Oh my god, stay away.
Right? We're just gonna stick with this one. So I looked at my clock real quick, because after a
Jesus.
while, I realized, yeah, you know, we had ordered.
Please go away.
I looked at my clock, and it's been a solid hour since we ordered. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay, you know, like, it's not really that, you know? So we didn't say anything. The waitress actually came over to us. She's like, hey, we're so sorry. We're having like a backup in the kitchen right now. We just, you know, we like ran out of some ingredients. Just saying random fucking words. I'm not processing shit. To be honest, I don't remember what the fuck she said, because I was barely listening. I was staring at this woman's face. I looked like a bat. I looked like a deer in headlights. The most uncomfortable dead eye contact with this woman. And I could only wonder what was going through her mind at that point. She must have looked at my bowling ball pupils and thought that I had eaten something fucked up into some chips. She must have thought that they were all about to get stewed over the guacamole they served us, because I must have looked like I had E. coli. I was probably cold sweat and I was fucked up. So,
Oh my god, he's fast.
Jabba Baba, whatever the fuck she wanted to say, I don't know. And she goes back into the wherever the hell. She's probably the kitchen. I don't know where she gets off, right? Maybe to serve another table. I'm not concerned at all about
Skeleton, oh my god. Boy, come here.
I'm full on fucking tripping. By the time she walks away, the lights in there are suddenly not so dim anymore. The bar is very lit up, and all the bottles on the bar are reflecting all the colors of the lights above.
Damn
All
it.
of a sudden, this Applebee's turned into somewhere that I didn't mind being so much. I'm sitting there and I look over to Michael and I'm like,
Ooh, there's
"Oh,
two.
going to Applebee's was the best idea you've ever had." And Michael says nothing.
What
back
the hell?
Because Michael's getting pissed.
Little turd.
Pissing up on Alyssa. Like, he's getting
Are they gonna kill each other?
Whispering in her ear and shit. I'm sitting here and I'm like, bro, we're in Applebee's, dude. Like, you can't.
God damn it.
Applebee's, right? So I didn't dare look under the table. I don't want to know whose hands were where, but they were getting a little frisky. So I didn't want to interrupt. You know, they weren't like full on making out, but like, you know, Michael had his hand on her and he kept kind of kissing on her neck a little bit, you know, shit like that. So I'm like,
Damn.
let's have it a little
Okay, I'm going back. I'm done.
here.
I've had it.
So let's try to find a way to occupy myself, right? I'm looking around and I decide I'm gonna go find the fucking bathroom. So I get up and I start walking around this restaurant.
Oh shit, dude. Stop.
Now I'm walking up towards the front and I see the host counter and there's no one standing there. And on the counter,
Jesus, that is terrifying.
and a thing full of crayons, like these little like pre-sealed like crayons, right? They're sitting there, and I look and I'm like, "Oh, and
What a bunch of fucking losers.
forget about the bathroom. I walk right up to this host stand and I snag one of these fucking coloring sheets.
Nice, that's
And I
pretty
grab
good.
the crayons and I come back to the table and I sit down. Now this must have clearly been enough to get Michael's attention because he took his head right off of Alyssa and he asked for a crayon. I mean, like, bro, slide me a fucking crayon. You less colored it as you get. So we kind of got this sheet in the middle of the table and we're both sitting here just fucking coloring, dude. We are trying our hearts out to color this shit. Like, I have never applied myself to a piece of art so much in my whole life than I did to this coloring sheet.
Two skulls, nice.
Multiple colors per little square section, right? We're coloring in just beautiful shit. We're drawing shit outside of the frame of the picture, right? We're just going full size.
Alright, well, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Didn't get the. Oh, wait, no, hold up. Not yet, not yet, not yet.
We see colored crayon, we color
Damn, dude.
crayon. No more thought.
Holy
that
shit.
used at any point for the rest of this application. So we're coloring this for God knows how long. It felt like an eternity.
Get the fuck out of here.
Realistically, it was probably 20 minutes. We've now been waiting for our food for a solid hour and a half, and there's nothing. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, but it wasn't that bad, because we were honestly having a lot of fun and tripping balls, they bring our food out. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I got the sirloin, which is a grave mistake. First off, I feel like if you're going to a restaurant, you get a better cut. If you don't want to spend that much money, get something else, dude. Get like pasta, get like chicken or something, you know? But sirloin steaks are not great for this. And Applebee's sirloin with it. I'm pretty sure I could marinate this fucking steak in my own spit, and it would taste better than the shit they put on that plate. Because you guys know how a Burger King burger tastes?
He
You know how it has
fucking
that
stole.
weird, like, fake grill taste to it?
Motherfucker.
Like, almost like they use like that
Really?
shard effect, you know? And it gives
He
you that
stole
really
another one, dude.
That's what the whole entire steak tasted. And it was overcooked. Which, it's Applebee's, I'm not complaining. But, like, listen. I like medium rare, and this shit was definitely closer to well done. Like, very close. So I'm a little disappointed. But I'm tripping so hard that I'm not even hungry anymore at this point. The chips have filled me up, and now I'm tripping. And, yeah, I can eat sometimes when I'm tripping. But if I've eaten recently, you know, before I start tripping, then I'm probably not going to want to. And that's kind of what applied here. I took, like, 2 bites of my steak and left it there. And I was just chilling. I was done with it. I threw my napkin on top of my plate pretty quick. Michael, on the other hand, is going in on these chicken fingers. He's going ballistic.
Okay, now I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye-bye. We'll get him next time.
That